All right, this is what I don't get. Why do at some point we have to die? Like, why somehow at some point do we have to die? For me, it kind of scares me. Like, it really scares me of like, at some day we have to die. And it scares me. It gives me death anxiety. Like, I always be looking at crime. I always be looking at, oh my God, like, how can I keep myself safe as possible to make sure that I don't die? Like, I feel like that when you think about death, you get more scared about it. And I think that the people who think about death tend to die early in life. But like, I don't know how, like, I'm a person with OCD. And I'm a person who has anxiety and worry. And recently I've just been thinking about, oh my God, like, what if I die? Like, what if I die? What am I going to do? What am I going to do? And because I was watching something on TikTok, and this girl, she was like sitting with her brother, and she was just like, and she was with her friend, and they were both like, oh my God, like, what if you just die? And basically, like, the brother was like looking at them like, oh my God. And then he died like this year. And I mean, he died 9 months later. And I'm just like, see, when you speak death into existence, like, it might, like, in either when it comes to towards somebody or towards yourself, that's evil. Like, that is evil. When you speak death into existence, like, that is evil to yourself or to somebody else. And for me, I'm just like, why? This is why I'm scared of death. And this is why I'm careful when it comes to, like, the words you say. See, people always say that, like, the tongue twister of death, like, or the tongue twister of death, like, it's just like your words have lots of power and your actions have lots of power too. But sometimes your words speak more than your actions. Sometimes words speak louder than actions, which makes stuff happen in existence. That's the same with manifestation. It's like with manifestation, people write it down. Those are words that are powerful. So it's like if you manifest death, you're gonna die. It's just that simple. When you manifest death, like, you're gonna die. It's the same thing if you manifest something great. It may happen, but then also you have to do the action, or God will make the action part happen, where when it comes to death, like, God will find a way for that person to die because of his calling. And it'll just be somehow, some way, that person just happened to be killed that day because God was calling them to come to heaven, or I don't know. But that scares me because after you die, it's God in the Bible, it says like you either go to heaven or hell, or like you're either like reborn again into heaven. And I was even like scrolling on YouTube, and this guy was saying like, oh my God, you have to do this or else you won't go into heaven. And when I go to my, like, I went to this Bible study, and they were like, oh, like, if you don't go to church on Saturdays, like, you don't go to heaven, like, you don't go to heaven. Or like, if you don't practice like Sabbath day, like, you don't go to heaven. And it's like, it's scary to think about, like, that as someday eventually we're all gonna die. Like, as someday eventually God is gonna come again. Someday eventually God is gonna come again. God is going to have a calling. God is going to have a calling to like come again and stuff like that. Also, sorry for the background noise, but like as someday eventually God is going to have a calling. He's going to come again. He's going to rise again. And for me, that is scary. For me, that is scary because it's like, wow, I really have to keep myself safe. I'm just like, when will God decide? Like sometimes I'm like, oh my God, what if I just died tomorrow? Like I be thinking the worst case scenario with death, and I'm just like, oh my God, like that's scary. That's legit scary. Like, what if I don't wake up in my sleep? Like, that is scary. That is scary. What do you mean? Like, and it's just like, why? Like, why is that? Like, why do we think about these things? Why do we think about this? Like, from time to time, it's wild. It's kind of crazy. I was watching another TikTok where this, like woman, like her husband, like she was like saying like, I just feel something. And then the husband was like, what? And then she was like, oh, I just feel that like you won't make it, like you won't make it. And then he was like, I believe that, like, I don't think I'll make it before 2025. And he died like in 2024. Like, to me, that is just so scary. I don't know, but like, death anxiety is real. Like, death anxiety, it's something that is real. It's something that is real. I don't know. But yeah, that's all I had to say with this video. I just had to make like a short, quick video. But yeah, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, share, and I will see you guys on my next video.